All right, y'all, so let's talk about the fight. Joseph Parker versus Fabio Wardley. So I'm going to first start by saying, really simple, the fight was back and forth. They were fighting each other kind of similar in the earlier portions of the fight. And as the fight went on, for a while, Joseph Parker, he was getting the best of Fabio Wardley. Now, Fabio was sharper and more crisp with his punches, quicker. Joseph Parker was showing the better head movement, though. Fabio was turning away a lot and stepping back, avoiding the shot. Parker was doing that too, but Parker was better off of, coming forward with the head movement. They both was going for the home run with the right hand. I felt like too early, instead of working off the jab, find that left hook off the jab. Stop just, coming and winging shots for the home run. And Wardley hurt Parker, I think the second or third round. He hurt him early, but he survived that. And he caught, they caught each other with some good shots. It was a good fight, but you really can't point a finger. I know everybody has their opinions on what happened, but look, let me put you like this. What I fought, it ain't so much fault. What Parker did that pretty much sealed the deal for him to lose was when he see, okay, they both know they got power, so they both can hurt each other. But when he jumped on him, and then I feel like he got a little bit too complacent, because that uppercut he got hit with, it's just one of them punches that you just feel like, how the hell did you get hit with that? But getting a little bit careless on defense, not expecting the shot to land. And, when you get hit and then you get rocked, and then you're not able to really throw much back, yeah, you gotta, this is what people understand. They overlook this. Even for the fighter to stand there and he's moving, he got caught with maybe 1 or 2 punches out of 8, just say for example, but then he throws back, moves back again, he's moved right. If you can't respond, this is going to be the most disappointing factor about this, is because the consistency with the referees is not going to be the same. Because I don't think that they should have stopped that fight. Now, the referee's job is to protect the fighter. It's not to worry about what the fuck we think. But there was not really much going on. Wardley was throwing, but he was missing most of those punches. And even when he leaned in, but Parker was not really throwing much back. He did throw a 1-2, I think, or whatever. But bottom line, I felt like that fight could have went on. Okay. Now, if Parker he didn't even go down. Okay. This is what I'm going to say. It made me think about when Wilder fought against Luis Ortiz. Wilder didn't go down, but Wilder was getting hit way more than what Parker was. And Wilder was, flopping all over the ring. And in fact, at the start of the next round, I think it was the 7th round, the ref even went over there and checked on Wilder, and they gave him, in between the round, they went over there and checked on him and gave him a little extra time to clear his head. Pretty much that's what that was. Okay? He wasn't cut. He wasn't swollen, nothing. So, if you don't think that, if you were one of the people saying, nah, they shouldn't have stopped that fight, this is a championship fight. Okay, well, this was the fight to put, the winner in line for a championship fight. But that aside, for health reasons, then how can you be against that stoppage but say that this was a good stoppage? On the other hand, there's a lot of people that don't think it was a good stoppage. I'm one of them. I don't look, man. It's not like these guys and they're taking a tremendous beating. They was landing some good shots here and there on each other. It's fighting, man. But I'm telling you, and yeah, we'll see situations where one guy is getting hit way more than that, and maybe not, the ref don't stop it. Maybe if it's the same ref or it's a different ref. And then this is what's always going to be confusing and frustrating the boxing fans is like, why do you stop fight this? You stop this fight so soon, but you let that one go on, or vice versa. So, I mean, you know, remember the fight that Roddy Romero had with the older guy? I forget his name, but you know, why he stopped that fight? You see what I'm saying? I mean, and that was Tony Weeks. So once again, it's like, yeah, you got certain fights. People thought that because Tyson Fury got knocked down by Wilder, right? Yeah, but the way he went back. Now look at all of what y'all saying. The way he went back and how he felt. But it's a 10-second count. It's a 10 count, not a 10-second count. Okay, it's a 10 count. But bottom line is, Fury got up and Wilder couldn't finish him. Now, think about this. When Usyk got folded by Dubois in that fight, and, you know, people that made the excuse, yeah, but the glove was down, y'all know that punch was not in Usyk's nuts at all. That was a gut shot, and it folded his ass. That as simple as that. But Usyk got up and finished the job. Dubois couldn't. So all of these things that people say, you got to think about it, man. Like, you know, where's your logic coming from? Don't think with emotion. Let's look at things realistically. Okay. Parker protested when the refs like stepped in, like, yo, because, you know, and Parker didn't look, I mean, yeah, look, he got hit, got rocked. You know, we don't know if he'd have finished the round or not. It's irrelevant now. So ain't nothing anybody can do about it. But yeah, I didn't like that stoppage. I didn't like the stoppage. Now, Parker had nothing negative to say about Wardley. He didn't bitch about it. You can see he was disappointed that he lost the fight. But this is what I've been telling you guys, man. They been throwing Parker into the fire for the longest. But they try to reward fighters with bigger names, even though they're losing. So now Parker finally loses a fight again. You know, it's not like he was undefeated, but I mean, like, it's been a while. He's had a nice winning streak against some, you know, decent and good, you know, decent opponents. So now you end up, he loses. Oh, see. Now here's my thing. Do I see him or Wardley beating Usyk? No. Now it can happen, and if anything, as far as skill for skill, them just going there beating Usyk. No, I think Usyk stops both of them. Personally, I think Usyk stops both of them. Now, is Usyk the same? We don't know through time, wear and tear, age. Like, you just don't know. But if Usyk is the same, can he get caught? Yeah. And that's pretty much the only way I see Fabio or any of those dudes out there right now beating him is if they can just catch him with something that he can't recover from. Yeah, but I mean, if he's on his game, he beats Wardley. If he's on his game, he beats Parker. But Parker deserved his shot. Now, guess what? They threw another obstacle, and he didn't get it. Now, I had him up by like 2 rounds. Wow, is it dead there in the middle of the road? Wow. I had him up by like 2 rounds. And, dead there in the middle of the road. So, yeah, I had Parker up by like 2 rounds, but it was a close fight. You know, it was a close fight. And hey, listen, man, his conditioning was looking better. He was looking fresher than Wardley. And it was looking like, yo, Wardley was, you know, basically just wearing down. But this is why you can never underestimate anybody. And just because, like I'm saying, we expect Usyk to win, doesn't necessarily mean that he will. You know, but like I said, if Usyk is the same, you know, I don't see a reason to go against Usyk. But, again, it's fighting. All it takes is, you know, a James Toney, Michael Nunn situation. Michael Nunn is winning this whole fight. And, you know, Nunn started getting tired. And James kept putting that pressure on and finally got him out of there. But if Usyk is the same fighter, he should beat Fabio Wardley as well. But Wardley can crack. They both got power. Parker as well. You know, but hey, listen, man. And Usyk has showed you, I don't have to be the biggest punch in the game, but I will pick you apart. I will wear you out. I will have very good punch placement, and I will get you out of there. I will chip at you, and I'll get to you. That's the thing about it, man. He knows how to break these fighters down. So, I mean, what happened. Nothing to cry about. But I feel like it just sucks for Joseph Parker that he lost to Fabio instead of Usyk, because at least he would have had his shot and, hey, had a bigger payday. But And I only say that because, like I said, he was out there fighting consistently, man. But they kept trying to just overlook Parker. And if anybody's being honest, we all saw that, man. They wasn't trying to treat Parker right. Oh, Parker's not really a big draw, you know. He's a respectable fighter, but like we want to put AJ and Fury and Wilder in these positions, and that's pretty much what that was. But you know, anyway, it is what it is. You know, they had a good scrap, but hey, man, Wardley was just the better man. It's as simple as that. And that's the fight game, man. You can lose every round and get a knockout in one. And that's all it takes. So, anyway, Wardley goes on. We see what happens. Talk to me in the comment section, y'all. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hair to people. I will catch y'all on the next video.